Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat. In case you're new here, if you are, you should subscribe to be notified when I upload new videos. I typically upload on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So yes, speaking of videos, this video is going to be an anti-haul. I do these every single month, starting last month. Shout out to Kimberly Clark for creating this. I really love anti-hauls. I love watching them, and I love the idea, and I love showing you guys because there's a lot of stuff that I don't buy. So I'm going to show you what I'm not going to buy. As usual, I'm going to show you guys the products on my iPad. So the first thing is the new Becca Light Chaser highlighters. These are cool colors and they look really cool, but they don't look super pigmented, and I have the Moonchild palette by ABH, so I'm like, well, why would I buy these if I have a whole glow kit of colorful highlighters? It doesn't say how much these are. I think they're like $40 each, something like that, Canadian. I don't know. I know they're out, and I know that I'm not going to buy them because I have colorful highlighters and I don't wear the colorful highlighters that I own enough already. And if I'm going to buy more colorful highlighters, I'm going to buy the Aurora Glow Kit, which I'm not planning on buying either. Speaking of the Aurora Glow Kit, I'm not planning on buying it. I'm not planning on buying the Aurora Glow Kit by ABH just because I have the Moonchild Glow Kit. I've seen side-by-side swatches of each of them and they look so similar. And to be honest, I don't use my Moonchild Glow Kit quite enough as I should or as I want to. And so I feel like I won't get that much use out of the Aurora Glow Kit. I feel like the Aurora Glow Kit is more for darker skin tones, and the Moonchild is more for like pale, light skin tones. So I don't know how many of the colors of the Aurora Glow Kit would work for me since I'm super pale. So I'm not going to buy that. The next is anything from Jeffree Star in general, but the summer 2017 collection. I bought 3 liquid lipsticks from the summer 2016 collection and they were terrible. They burnt my lips. They were not good. They separated a lot and they were just really bad. I do not like them at all, and they were a huge waste of money. And so I'm not going to buy anything from his collection. Also, people have been finding hairs in their highlighters and that freaks me out, so I'm just going to stay away. And on top of that, I think Jeffree's kind of a dick and I don't really want to support him. So there's that. So I will not be buying anything from the collection. One thing that I will say though is that Jeffree comes out with bomb colors. Like, look at that. I don't think anyone has came out with that color of liquid lipstick yet. So that's one thing that Jeffree has going for him. He has a lot of really great colors. So yes, the next product that I will not be buying is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I keep kind of going back and forth on this palette, but I don't think I'm going to get it. I think I decided today that I'm not going to get it. The palette itself is $38 USD, and then on top of that, like $24 shipping. So it ends up being like $60, but then if you convert it to Canadian dollars, it's $80, which is ridiculous, and that's with a coupon code attached to it as well. And I think that's way too much, and especially because Morphe's a private label company. Jaclyn claims that these are custom. I don't think I believe it that much. I've heard people say already who have gotten it for PR that it's not that different from their regular formula, and it was made in China, so there's that. Also, it does not say the name shades anywhere on here, which I think is really terrible too. Especially Jaclyn's a YouTuber, so she knows like when you're using like a certain eyeshadow, you're like, oh, I'm using Jada from the Jaclyn Hill palette, but no one knows what they're using because it doesn't say the colors on the actual palette. A slip comes with the palette that like has all the colors, but like no one's gonna keep that. It's so dumb. Also, I don't really like the colors at all. I like this corner right here of like the pinky colors, and I like this corner of like the blues and purples, and I like this color, and that's it. I don't like neutral eyeshadow on myself personally. I think that it looks really weird. It looks bomb on everyone else, but I don't like it on myself, which is really upsetting. So yes, so for that reason I'm not going to buy it. Next thing that I'm not going to buy is the Tartelette Toasted palette. I feel like this palette looks like every single other goddamn palette that Tarte has released. I think all of their palettes look the exact same, basically, just a little bit different. Again, I don't like neutrals either, so I don't know. Tarte is so consistent with their colors that like it's a bad thing. Their formula they're not super consistent with, but their colors they're like, so consistent, and it's ridiculous because everything's the same goddamn shade and I'm like, why? It's so annoying. So yeah, I'm not going to buy this. I don't think a lot of people are going to buy this, to be quite honest. The next thing that I'm not going to buy is the Too Faced Glitter Balm. First of all, why is there no blue or green in this? That does not make any sense to me. I feel like this will be like really grainy, terrible glitter that won't really work that well. That'll be really, really patchy and just not nice or fun. So I think it'll just be a bad product. Also, it's $45, which is kind of ridiculous. If I were to consider buying this, I would want like all the colors of the rainbow in it and not just 4 colors. You know what I mean? Next thing is also kind of a glitter. This is the Kat Von D Glimmer eyeshadow palette. This, again, neutral. Don't really like neutral. It just looks very glittery and gross to me. I would never wear this. I feel like a lot of people will not like this. I think a lot of people are gonna get it and be disappointed. I don't know, maybe not, but I don't think that this will be that good either, and so I will not buy it. The next is the Naked Heat palette. I feel like the whole naked thing has been so overdone, and it was done years ago. It's over with now. Just give it up, Urban Decay. This palette is very, very nice. It looks so pretty. The swatches look nice, and I think it's really nice, but I don't think that I'd like the colors that much, and I'm kind of over the whole naked thing. So yeah, that's why I'm not gonna get it. Just because I don't think I would use it all that much. The colors that I feel like I would want, I feel like I have somewhere in my collection. It's also $54 USD. CAD, they're gonna charge like $70, and I'm not going to buy it. Also, it has a double-ended brush, and I don't like double-ended brushes because like I can't put them in this, you know? It has to stay in the palette, and then I never use it because it's in the palette, and it's the most annoying thing ever. Next thing that I'm not going to buy is the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette. It looks really cool, but I don't like it. I feel like the colors all look very mismatched together. I love the setup of this. I think it looks really, really cool. Kat Von D kills it with that always. Also, there's like 4 whites in a row. Right here, here, and here, and then there's a shimmery there. And then there's like a shimmery white right there. It doesn't make sense to me. Honestly, it looks like there's some repeats of shades in here, and it's just not something that I am going to spend my money on. Next thing, and the last I believe, is the Kylie Cosmetics Vacation set thing. So there's a lot of products in this set. There's some loose highlighters. I don't like loose highlighters in general, so I'm not going to buy those. There's this palette, and it did not look that pigmented on her Snapchat. And it also just reminds me of ABH. So there's that. There's this lip kit, which I don't really like the color of. There's this wet set, which I think is really pretty, but it would never work on my skin tone. And then there's the lip kits, which again look pretty dark for my skin tone. I'm just not about it, honestly. I'm just over it. Like, goodbye, go away. Nothing in the collection really calls out to me. I feel like Kylie's products are never really for people who have really pale skin or really dark skin. I feel like it's just for like tan skin, like that middle range. I feel like her products work really well for, but for anyone that's really pale, anyone that's really dark, it's not going to work for, I feel like. So yes, that's why I'm not buying that. That's everything that I'm not planning on buying as of right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. Also subscribe to be notified when I upload new videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!